Hello, you are listening to The Bullet, a Revista Revolver Chile podcast. We're here today at Studio Infrasondido in Santiago, Chile, talking to the bands from Chile that were invited to do a Chilean musical showcase at the South by Southwest Conference in Austin, Texas. I'm Sean from the United States and The Bullet Revolver, and I'm here with Eva from Santiago Times, and we are on the phone right now via Skype with Tessie from Intimate Stranger. They have just performed at the Austin's South by Southwest concert. And Tessie, tell us a little bit about the concert or the festival.
Okay. So basically, we actually got here a few days before the festival to kind of do some gigs before actually the festival started, which was cool. So we got a few gigs in there before. And then during the festival, on the Wednesday, we had a gig during the day on a stage at Waterloo Records, which is a really cool record store here in Austin. And they'd set up like a stage for different bands and stuff. So we played there on the Wednesday. And then on the Saturday night, Saturday just passed, we had the official Chilean showcase, which was right downtown on 6th Street, which is kind of like the main street with like all the venues and stuff. So it was like it was a pretty good place to do it. It went really well. There was a lot of people, and we promoted it quite a lot. And so we had a really good turnout, which was great. We had Casino were first. Then we had Casino. Then we had a guest from Spain, Capsula. And we played the Ganges, and we had Funky C, and then at the end, Anita Tijoux closed it. So it was a good mix of stuff, and it was packed the whole night, and everyone had a great time. It went really well. We were really happy.
And Tessie, this was the first time that Chilean bands have been accepted officially to the festival. And I know all the bands kind of had their own schedule and a lot of gigs throughout the city this past week. But it's kind of special that the big showcase was on, I guess, was it technically the last night of the festival? How were all the musicians feeling before the show, during the show, afterwards?
Yeah, I mean, it was a great close to the week. I mean, obviously everyone was pretty exhausted, but they were still, like raring to go. And yeah, I mean, each band, everyone sort of had different stuff to do during the week, different shows everywhere. A lot of radio as well and TV. Casino was on Fox 7 during the week. They also had a radio interview. We this morning just went to University of Texas Radio, which is like a big thing here because the University of Texas is so big and there's so many students, and so that was great. And then we did a song and an interview on Fox 7 as well this morning. So yeah, there was a lot going on during the week. It was really exciting. I mean, we had a really good time, and so Saturday was a great close to the end of the week.
And for those musicians who have never been to the festival or who are maybe not familiar with it, I know it has kind of a reputation for being a pretty wild week. How would you describe the Austin itself?
They had an awesome time because during the day it was like, like there was the convention center which had a lot of stuff going on, like panels and the conference, and also like guitar trade shows and stuff. So all of them, particularly in the Ganges, like they've all got extra guitars now that they picked up over the week, and and checking out the record stores and posters. I mean, there was just stuff everywhere. It was really fun. There's everything, like a musician's dream, I guess, kind of.
Sounds
looking at all the equipment and stuff.
Sounds like a kid in a candy shop.
Yeah, that's actually exactly what it was like. So, yeah, no, they really enjoyed it. They really, really enjoyed it. So, I mean, yeah, it was great the first time. There was a lot of buzz around it. I mean, the thing with South by Southwest is you never really know. I mean, we had it on the Saturday night, at the same time that we were playing, there was probably about 600 other bands playing exactly the same time at each of the slots that our bands were playing, all around Austin. So,
Tessie, did you say 600 bands?
Yeah.
Like 600?
Like,
Yeah, I think there were 2,000 at the festival.
All over, in the festival, but at the time that our showcase was on, I mean, that's what I heard before. So we were all a bit you just never know what's going to happen and how it's going to turn out. Whether it's going to pack out or whether there's not going to be people. So we were really happy with the way it panned out. But when we promoted it a lot, and the fact that it was the first Chilean showcase, and I think there was a lot of interest in that, and also there is we promote it with different people, but also there's a community. There is a bit of a Chilean community here in Austin, and there's an organization called Chilenos in Austin, and so they were pretty interested in it, and they helped promote it as well.
Hey, so I know that you guys have finished up the festival, and you're moving on to, you've got a gig tonight. It's a fundraiser for the earthquake victims at the parish, I think. That's right. That's tonight at the parish at 9:00. And that's a benefit show. We're splitting the funds from the show, where some of it will go to Caritas, and some of it will also go to Pape, bassist singer from the Ganges, because he was out of us, or he was pretty badly hit by the earthquake, and his house was pretty much totally destroyed and everything. So just to help him and stuff, money going towards that. Great. As well for him. Yeah, so that's going to be a pretty powerful moment, I would think, for everybody there. Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be good. So, and then after that, actually tomorrow, today's Wednesday, and then tomorrow we're off on our tour. We're doing a tour of the South. So tomorrow, Thursday, we go to El Paso, which is quite a long way away. It's going to be a long drive, but El Paso and Alpine, Marfa, this is all in Texas? On the other side of Texas. Okay. Yeah. And then we're going to come back and do Denton, which is apparently a good kind of university town. They have a lot of musicians, which apparently a lot of musicians from Texas that are kind of more like our style come from there. So that should be an interesting place to play. And then, we'll be in Arkansas and Louisiana. And then come back. The end of the tour is sort of Saturday, April 17th, and that'll be when the Chileans go back to Chile. Okay. So. Oh, great! That's fantastic. I don't know, any other surprises or anything interesting that you ran across while you were there? We're about to the end of the interview, and anything you can think of, or anything that, just one moment that really caught your attention that was really special for you during the week? Special during the week. Well, one thing definitely, I think, compared to other years, because I've been a few times now, is that this year definitely seemed more international than previous years. Oh, really? I mean, it seems like a lot of bands from all over are coming now. I mean, we did a gig with some Chinese bands. Awesome. Who were great, actually. And just and a Polish, one night we did a gig with a Polish band, a Chinese band, a band from New Zealand, and the Chileans. So I mean, it was definitely a good international week, definitely as well, which is great. So. That's great. Okay. Hey, well, thanks for taking the time and letting us know how things are going there. This is really kind of nice to touch base with y'all while you're on tour. Definitely. And congratulations. It sounds like things are going well. We should speak again when we're in the middle of nowhere. You put the phone out so we can hear the tumbleweed rolling by. Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. Best of luck with the tour and the show tonight.
Thanks very much.
Okay. Ciao, ciao.
Bye.
Ciao.
Hi, we're here with the Bullet Podcast from Revista Revolver, and we are talking to Anita Tijoux, and she is on the road on her way to Los Angeles. I believe you're in San Diego, you said?
Yes, I'm in San Diego right now with a big sun right now. Up on my face. I'm very happy.
Oh, very nice. And you just left Austin, Texas with the South by Southwest concert. How was that?
Yeah, amazing. So much music happening at the same time, and all the kind of music. So it's like you're trying to go to everywhere you can, and at the same time, I was playing on stage. So quite amazing. All the festival, a very amazing festival for real.
And I think everyone listening must have heard about the earthquake that happened here in Chile. It kind of turned everything upside down here before the festival, but you made it. Tell us what the weeks were like preparing for the South by Southwest Festival.
Well, before the earthquake, I was thinking prepared by myself 1 week before. But then the earthquake happened and everything changed. I mean, all the energy went for that, no? Because to my family, nothing happened, but we was searching some friends in the south, and we didn't know at that time if they was alive or not. So I've got to be honest with you. I don't prepare anything to come to the United States because until the last day before I go, I was very focused in what was happening in my country.
And how did it feel then to go to a festival where everyone's excited, where there's tons of musicians, and it's a very different environment?
Very, very strange. I mean, it was like another kind of earthquake, because the people is having fun and party, and you are arrived with another energy. So it was a little bit shocking at the first day. It was like, I don't understand anything, Like, I don't know. It was shocking. I could say that.
What about the atmosphere of the night of the Chilean showcase, though? That must have been kind of exciting.
Yes, because at the same time, in Chile, it's a small country, and so we all know each other. So I see Ganjas, their friends, and other group, and I was very proud to see them on stage, and I was very proud also that people can see that in Chile we've got a lot of different music happening at the same time, And it's very, very, very exciting to be on stage with friends and to see them in another country. It's always exciting. I'm always proud of the friends, musician friends.
How was the crowd response? I know that we talked to Tessie from Intimate Stranger, and she said there was something like 600 other bands playing at the same time you were. She said there was a really good crowd. And how was the crowd response at the showcase?
Oh, very good, because I don't know, a lot of people was there, very curious, I think, and very curious, I think, especially in the showcase of Chile, because it was not a showcase with typical music from Latin America. It was rock and roll and funk and hip hop, and almost all the people that when you say Latin America, the people think about cumbia, salsa, bossa nova, etc.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was very interesting at that point that to show all the things that are happening in Chile with other kind of music, and that we get a good scene too,
Great. Did you have people come up to you and that were surprised about the variety and the styles of music in Chile?
All kind of people, like people that was already know of my music. Mm-hmm. So it was like little more like fun, and other people that say who she is, and everybody was very nice to me, and I get to say I was very proud because the night before I met the people of I don't remember that. Sorry, my head sometimes it don't work very good. Oh, I don't remember the name of the group. Oh man, I meet some people amazing from the scene of the 70s was making music in New York, and I'm very fun. Sorry, my head.
No.
Anyway, and there was also in the public, so I was very happy to see the different public that was there too. It's always exciting to play for hip hop audience and also other kind of audience.
What did you think of the hip hop, the genre representation there at the festival? In terms of other hip hop groups that you met or people interested, South by Southwest certainly has a variety. But
I was knowing before Invincible from Detroit, and she's a very amazing person too, and she was making showcase in other place, and she invited me one night to the showcase of women in hip hop. So I was very curious too to play for hip hop audience because I don't speak English, you know. And almost at night because there was only women. So I said, well, we are going to see how it's going to happen. And at the same time, when I was in Chile, I said, what I'm going to say on the mic before I sing because I don't speak so good English. I always make my show in Spanish. So I was thinking maybe they are not going to like, you know. But no. On the contrary, the people have been very, very warm, very, very nice to me, very curious too. So at that showcase, especially, I was very happy to be there, you know, because there was a lot of women that I very admire since I was a teenager. And to be like with them at that point, it was, wow, it's happening, you know. But at the time, saying, well, we are going to in Chile, you know. So, I feel that finally the language was not a problem when you sing because they feel the vibes, you know. And a lot of people were saying, I don't understand why you speak, but I like it, you know. And I say, that happened the same to me when I listen to you. I don't understand, but I like it. You know? So that's a show that music is only one language. And that is very beautiful. It's like a love message, I think.
I think when you hear something you like, the words can be powerful, but they're not necessary. I think you're right. It is a language of its own. Hey, so you're headed to Los Angeles tonight. You're going to be playing at the Little Temple tonight, Tuesday the 23rd, and the 24th at La Cita. And then you're headed to Berkeley to play at La Peña. And I have to say that is kind of the area where I discovered Chile because I spent 7 years in San Francisco. And that's a wonderful venue up there.
A lot of people talk to me about that place. Too many people like, you go to La Peña.
Yeah. It's a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous venue. It has been very influential in featuring a lot of Chilean artists. I actually have a friend in San Francisco that has an empanada shop in the Mission District, Chile Lindo. So if you're wanting empanadas, they're the best in the city.
Okay, I will.
And that shows with Christian with C-Funk, is it not? And the show at La Peña is with C-Funk.
Yes, with C-Funk. We play together also in Austin in the showcase of Chile.
Right.
And we are friends, so it's like to be in family, no?
Perfect.
Thanks.
And this is kind of the start then of a longer tour that will take you into April. I see you have quite a few dates. You'll even go up to Canada and play Toronto and Montreal. And then you have quite a few shows in New York at Le Poisson Rouge, which I know is a really new hip place. So congratulations on that tour. Are you looking forward to it?
Thank you so much. Sorry?
Are you looking forward to it? Are there certain stops you're looking forward to doing?
I try to take things to enjoy every date, every place where I went. So it's exciting, but at the same time it's like, let it flow.
Sounds good.
Great.
Yes.
So you've got a sunrise in San Diego. You're headed to Los Angeles.
Yes.
You're going up the coast. Are you going to take Highway 1 up the coast, or do you have time?
I really wanted to go to Tijuana because I've got a lot of friends who come from there.
Oh, nice.
But we can't do it because I've been so busy and we have slept for not very much.
Yeah.
So I need you really to try to sleep last night, you know, and I slept, so it was amazing. But I really want to go to one. It's something that I've got to. This is a place not only to play, but I need to meet that place.
And for tours, have you done a tour like this before, or is this a first?
In America?
In the US and in Canada.
I never have been in before in North America. It's my first time.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Oh, wow.
So this is a big tour for you.
Yes, a lot of information. I'm trying to have to process everything, and I can't already. I think I will process in 3 months.
well, one thing.
I'm slower.
One thing that's not new to you is, but new to us is this tour is all in support of a new album of yours, 1977. Tell us a little bit before we let you go, and get back to your tour. Tell us a little bit about that album.
Well, that album has been made last year in Chile, in a home studio, very simple, in a house. And the idea that I have is it was to make a simple disc, simple record. I mean, the DNA of the record was the beat, the boom boom clack, the lyrics, and the sample. I don't want something very complicated. And at that time, some people were telling me that's not going to work, like commercial. I say, I know, but I want to make it. So I called a new friend of mine, which name is Ordator, or Jotadro, both is the same person. Mm-hmm. And we begin to work in using sample, listen, music, and the process during 3 months since we begin and finish. So I have been 3 months like insomniac, writing lyrics, only writing, and then we finish it, and that's it.
Okay. Are you still there?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, well, thank you so much. And if anyone wants to check out your tour dates and have a listen to do you have some of your new tracks of that album up on your MySpace?
Yes, on MySpace. I've got Twitter, for Facebook, everything.
Great.
But on MySpace you can listen to the track. It's more interesting, no?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah, thank you.
Anita, thank you so much for your time and congratulations on your tour. And please say hello to San Francisco and Berkeley for me.
Oh, thank you so much.
I think you'll get a fantastic welcome there. The Chilean community there is so strong and fabulous.
Thank you to you and have a great day.
Thank you.
Suerte.
Okay. Bye. Igualmente. Chao.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.
Cuando las serpientes evolucionaron, más rápido que muchos venenos. Noten la diferencia entre una serpiente venenosa y otra que no lo es por las marcas que deja.
1970, 1970, 1970, 1970. Nací un día de junio del año 77, planeta Mercurio y el año de la serpiente. Signo patente tatuado y en mi frente que en el vientre de mi madre marcaba el paso siguiente. Nacer, llorar sin anestesia en la camilla. Mi padre solo dijo esa Ana María. Sí sería el primer llanto que me probaría, que mandó las heridas y dándome la batería. Solía ser entonces como un libro abierto, pero leí la letra pequeña del texto, como un arquitecto construyendo cada efecto. Correcto, incorrecto, se aprende todo al respecto. Saber que algunas personas quieren el daño, subir peldaño toma tiempo, toma año. Con mi peluche mirando lo cotidiano, dibujos transformaban el invierno en gran verano. Papá me regaló bajo mi insistencia un juego que trataba de compartir la solvencia, pero en el patio hicieron la competencia. Fue cuando sentí mi primera impotencia. 1970, 1970, 1970, 1977. No me diga no, no lo presiento. Todo lo que cambia lo hará diferente en el año que nació la serpiente. 1977. No me diga no, que no lo presiento. Todo lo que cambia lo hará diferente en el año que nació la serpiente. Mi adolescencia fue una etapa bizarra. El cuerpo es batería y la cabeza guitarra. La orquesta narra una tonada quebrada para la mirada de una niña que solo talla espada. Hormona disparada, sobrepobladas de información que cambian temporadas, caminas encrucijada. Cada cual en su morada preparaba la carnada, la sagrada diablada de mirada encabronada. Mi fila la verdad nunca buscó su silla. Mi búsqueda fue mero proceso de cordillera que miraba la salida. La parada militar de paso monótono, colores policromo, los uniformes de poco tono. De tono mi cuestionamiento, la voz y sonó, no, mi primera rima que sonó y me enroló. Mi búsqueda no fue para mi cosa de escenario, fue algo necesario y que marcaba ya mi fallo. Así que tú hablas más de lo necesario. Fue cuando entendí que todos quieren ser corsario. 1970 1970 1970 1977. No me digan no, que no lo presiento. Todo lo que cambia lo hará diferente en el año que nació la serpiente. 1977. No me digan no, que no lo presiento. Todo lo que cambia lo hará diferente en el año que nació la serpiente.
So many thanks to all the bands who were able to join us here today, live from Estudio Infrasondido. We caught many on the road throughout the United States after their South by Southwest festival. I'm Eva Salinas from Santiago Times, and you were listening to myself and Sean with Revista Revolver Chile, and you're listening to the special podcast series from South by Southwest.